Vanakkam. In the CCS CCA rules, we have to clearly understand about the definitions of appointing authority and disciplinary authority. We have already discussed about this. Appointing authority in the sense with respect to the particular post is given by the schedules, by the orders. Appointing authority with reference to a particular government servant has to be decided based on the rider as per the definition 2A interpretation 2A in the rules above. Disciplinary authority is any authority who is competent to impose any of the penalties as specified under Rule 11. Out of 10 penalties, any penalty if he is competent to impose, then he is defined as the disciplinary authority. As a cursory glance, we can see a few cadres and posts in our postal department. To know the position about disciplinary authority and appointing authorities. Inspector posts. For the cadre, for the posts of inspector posts, DPS rank officer is the appointing authority. DPS is the disciplinary authority also for imposing all the penalties, minor as well as major, all penalties. For the inspector cadre officials working in the division under the control of divisional head, the divisional head SPOs cadre officer or SSPOs cadre officer is competent to impose minor penalties. Then ASP cadre. ASP post is now a gazetted post, gazetted cadre. Earlier it was non-gazetted post. Now the ASPF cadre officials have been given gazetted status. Now the authorities, appointing authority and disciplinary authority for ASP cadre officials is that is the authorities. Appointing authority for ASP cadre officers is the head of the circle, Chief Postmaster General. He is competent to impose all the penalties on ASP cadre officials. Disciplinary authority, DPS is also a disciplinary authority who is competent to impose minor penalties on ASP cadre officials. Then comes HHG1, HHG2. That's also appointing authority for those officials of HHG1 and HHG2 cadre also. DPS is competent to impose all the penalties on HHG2 and HHG1 cadre officials. Divisional head is also competent to impose minor penalties on the officials of HHG1 and HHG2 cadres. Then SP cadre, that is PS Group B, Postal Service Group B cadre officers as divisional heads in the SPOs cadre, Group B cadre. Equal cadre posts are Assistant Director, Senior Postmaster and like that. For them, appointing authority is Director General posts. Director General post is competent to impose all the penalties on the cadre of PS Group B cadre officers. Head of the Circle Chief Postmaster General is competent to impose only minor penalties on the PS Group B service officers, PS Group B cadre officers. Then comes Group A, that is different. Group A. For all Group A services, those officers who are holding Group A services or who are members of Group A services who hold the Group A posts, the appointing authority for Group A officers is the President. The President is the appointing authority and also disciplinary authority for imposing all the penalties on Group A cadre officers. Indian Postal Service is a Group A cadre. All India Group A cadre. One of the central civil services. There are 40 plus central civil services under the schedule as specified in the schedule to the CCS CCA rules. Group A services. Appointing authority and disciplinary authority for the Group A post officers, Group A officers is the President. Now, in the Postal Department, we know that Indian Postal Service officers are Group A status officers, starting from junior time scale, Indian Postal Service junior time scale. That is SSP CADRE, SSPOs. Divisional heads, some divisional heads will be in the SSPOs status, CADRE. SSPOs JTS, APMG, Assistant Postmaster General, Equal Post, Assistant Postmaster General JTS, Assistant Director General JTS, like that, equal post. STS CADRE, SSPOs CADRE STS, Assistant Postmaster General STS, Assistant Director General STS. Then comes only this Director, JAG, Junior Administrative Grade, Non-Functional Grade, Selection Grade, Non-Functional Selection Grade, Director. Then PMG, Postmaster General and Equal Post, and Chief Postmaster General and Equivalent Posts, then Member, then Director General, then Secretary, like that. So all Group A posts are controlled by the President of India, and the disciplinary powers and appointing powers are vested with the President of India. This is the position about the appointing authorities and disciplinary authorities in our postal department. At a glance, on a cursory view. Okay, thank you.